Melissa, today, as you know, there are so many options when it comes to working with a professional, not working with a professional, when it comes to looking for a home, buying or selling. A person decides they want to work with a professional. How would they compare apples to apples?
That's a great question, and there are a lot of ways to answer it. Most important is that consumers need to know that all realtors are not alike. Not all realtors are alike. Each realtor has a different level of skill based on the market that they work in, years in the business, and really their personality, their style, and the standards that they set for themselves. One of the most important things I find is for consumers to ask the realtor, is this your full-time job? Is this your profession? Are you a professional? Do you have any education behind you, any certifications behind you? Though education and credentials and certification, it doesn't guarantee success, it does offer the consumer a snapshot at how seriously the realtor takes their profession. Most importantly, I find at this point in my career is to seek out friends and family members who have bought or who have sold, whom have had a great experience buying or selling. If you don't know someone who's had a great experience buying or selling, that's unfortunate, but seek out someone who has, because chances are, if that friend or family member has had a great experience with a realtor, you too would probably have a great experience with that realtor as well. That's why the consultation is so important also, that the consumer should feel as though the realtor puts their needs first, their wants first, their questions are answered. Buying and selling is very stressful, and you need to have a great relationship with your realtor. You need to have a great working relationship as well as talking relationship with your realtor as well. So the more questions that are asked, the better off it will be for the consumer and for the realtor.
And Melissa, couple of sound bites on what would define, or what kind of feedback do you get from clients when you know they've had an exceptional experience working with you or even any other member of your team? What are some of the commonalities that make a great experience?
Well, that's a great question too. I know as we get closer to the closing date, whether they're buying or selling, if they're calm and if they've had a great experience, because they let me know, and they are calm as we're approaching that day of buying or selling their property. I try to look for those key points myself through the process of buying and selling if they seem to be a little nervous or anxious, and I ask them about it because I'm not a mind reader. I can't read their minds. They have to let me know what's on their mind. But beyond that, I know that if they're happy at the closing table and they're relieved, whether they've bought or sold, that they've had a good experience. I'm always very careful to follow up 2 or 3 days following the closing to make sure that if I can help them close the loop on anything that might still be outstanding, that I'm doing that as well. And beyond that, I do keep in touch with my clients. And I know that they've been happy with my services when they send me referrals sometime in the future.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Melissa. If a person is looking to buy or sell residential real estate, what's the best way for them to reach you?
The best way to reach me is on my cell phone. This is a number I publish on my business cards as well as my signs, my website, my Facebook page. And that number is 781-267-6854. Though I don't answer it 24/7, I will return your phone call within 24/7.
Great. And your office is located where?
My office is located in Braintree at 214 Quincy Avenue.
And generally, do you meet with folks? I know you mentioned earlier that your initial consult is generally done at your office. Do you make consults at people's homes or places of work as well?
Of course, yes. I like to do whatever's most convenient for the client. If they're buying, sometimes I do prefer that they come to the office if they're able to. But if it's a family, they have small children at home, or if they're home late at the end of the day from commuting, then absolutely going to their home. Of course, if they're selling, I need to see the home anyway, so that'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate your pearls of wisdom that you're sharing with folks out there, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.